morning, children. Now that we know the force of friction always opposes the applied force, let us learn about different types of friction. If you have a box on the ground that isn't moving, then there is static friction that keeps the box there until you push or pull the box with a certain amount of force. A lot of force for heavier boxes, but not so much for lighter boxes. So, static friction is the friction when an object is not moving. Thus, force required to overcome friction at the instant an object starts moving from rest is a measure of static friction. We now know when an object is moving on a surface, friction acts against its motion and tries to stop it. If you roll a ball on a surface, it will stop after some time because friction is generated when the surface of the ball rubs against the surface on which it is moving or rolling, and this friction acts against the force which moves the ball. Let's do a small experiment. We made an inclined plane on a table. It has a smooth surface. Now we put a square block with smooth faces on the highest point of this plane, say point A. It comes down and stops. Next, we put a ball with smooth surface and as heavy as the block at point A. You will see it comes down faster and goes further. So, we can say lesser friction force was acting against the ball, though it was as heavy as the wooden block. But why? When an object moves on a surface, the irregularities on the object's surface grips the irregularities on the surface on which it is moving. Because of it, moving object keeps losing its momentum with time. No matter how smooth a surface looks, it has actually a large number of irregularities on it. When the ball moved down, little portion of its surface was in contact with the plane. So, there was lesser rubbing between the two surfaces, which means there was lesser friction. But when the block was coming down, a whole face of it was rubbing against the plane. That means more friction was acting against it due to larger area. When one body rolls over the surface of another body, the resistance to its motion is known as rolling friction. On the other hand, when one body slides on the surface of other body, the resistance that works against its motion is sliding friction. So, we can say rolling friction is smaller than the sliding friction. You know, because of this reason, sliding is often replaced by rolling in machines by use of ball bearing. You must have noticed that bicycle wheels are joined to the axle through ball bearings. If wheels are joined directly with the axle, there would be more friction, as we already know sliding friction is greater than the rolling friction. Why are the luggage fitted with rollers? It is because it's always easier to roll than to slide a body over another, as we already know. So, it becomes easy to move luggage with rollers. Even children can move heavy luggage this way. You must have felt the force of wind against your face while riding a bicycle. Similarly, when you swim, you can feel a force that is trying to stop you, isn't it? These are type of frictional forces too. You know, The common names for gases and liquids is fluid, as they can flow. The frictional force exerted by fluids is called drag force. The drag force on an object in a fluid depends on its speed with respect to the fluid and its shape too. Fish can move fast in water because of its shape. Its streamlined shape decreases water resistance. Ship, boat, etc. also have streamlined shape to decrease the water resistance. Lower fluid resistance means lower drag force. Hence, aeroplanes, jets, etc. have streamlined shape to lower the drag force while moving in the air. The faster a body moves with respect to fluid, the higher drag force it experiences. When you ride bicycle fast, you feel more thrust of air, isn't it? That thrust is actually drag force. So to sum up what we learned today, static friction comes into play when we try to move an object at rest. Sliding friction comes into play when an object is sliding over another. Sliding friction is smaller than static friction. When one body rolls over another body, rolling friction comes into play. Rolling friction is smaller than the sliding friction. The frictional force exerted by fluid is called drag. That's all for now. Bye bye children.